Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine, aka Budget Treasures, and here on my channel we talk about all things finance with the emphasis on budgeting, saving money, and paying off debt. You guys, besties. I am like excited and nervous all at the same time for this video. We are going to be completing my paycheck budget for the last paycheck in the month of June. And my emotions are everywhere because like we got some really good stuff going on in this budget. I have to pay for my property taxes and I ain't got no money, child. We have to pay for my, we're gonna get HOA paid up to date, current, and we just got some things. And then I just really wanna make sure that everything is gonna balance out correctly. I have been really working diligently on making sure that everything is budgeted for. I've been on the no spend challenge and that has helped tremendously. Y'all, I know we have some leftover money to contribute to our paycheck buffer or the bill account buffer. So let's just go ahead and get into it. I have my whiteout here. I have a feeling I'm gonna need it, and this whiteout is, you know, a little fancy looking whiteout from from Amazon. I have my handy dandy pens here. I use the Pilot Gel too if anybody cares or wants to know. And then I am budgeting out of my Happy Planner slash the Budget Mom. Okay, I use the Happy Planner as sort of like the cover and the rings here and the calendar as well. Okay, all of this is the Happy Planner. Like this calendar piece is the Happy Planner. However, the guts of the actual book, I do use the Budget Mom's budget book. It is a digital download that you can download and just print out the pages. Okay, but that's what really works best for me in this time of my life. So we got the meal plan. As you can see, I need help with that. That sucks. All right, you guys, so we are going to be using this page right here, the June budget sheet. And then I also have my bill tracker here, and I'm going to go over to June because here, this is where I'm going to be paying all of these bills here, and then it's going to spill into the month of July. So if you didn't catch that video where I completed this, please make sure you check that out. Okay, now what I have learned is the way that I am completing my inflow, or this is what I'm going to try out rather. I am going to try to separate the inflow of my account to make sure that everything really budgets out. A lot of you guys gave me some really good tips to make sure that I put in my budget what the buffer is. Hold on, I'm drinking my coffee. It's early in the morning. So I thought that that was a really great idea. And so I'm gonna do that, okay? And usually what I do is I kind of complete like a budget draft before I come on camera. This time I did not do that. So I really don't know how this is gonna fare out, you guys. We're gonna be doing this together for real. We're gonna learn what this is gonna come out together. So get your popcorn, get your juice. Yeah, okay. So for the inflow, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. So the first thing that I'm gonna put here is going to be, this is my paycheck, okay? Now this paycheck is what is left over from me taking money out for my mortgage and then me giving my tithes, okay? I take that out before I even put this here. This is what's left over. So it's a total of $1,272.18, okay? And then I have leftover from last check. I think I'm gonna start something new. Let's get some jazz hands for the money that we have left over. And that is a total of $133.84. Now this leftover amount is gonna be contributed to the buffer that I'm creating. I do want a starting point $500 buffer into my bill account. Ultimately, I want 1 month full of, or 1 month worth of bills as a buffer in my bill account, okay? So we're gonna get there, but right now I just wanna start with the first milestone of $500. So then I'm gonna put, this is a transfer from my side hustle account. Okay, I do have a side hustle account. This account holds any money that I make from side hustles. And this is a total of $150.86. This is gonna pay the HOA off, you guys. Can I get the jazz hands? All right, and then next, coming over from the side hustle account, transfer, and I'm just put side hustle account, is a total of $100. This $100 is going to be added to the leftover amount to help us reach the goal of the $500 buffer. The side hustle budget will be coming out, or it's probably already out. I had to film all of these videos at the same time in order to really get this together. So I don't know which video is coming out first. Might be this one, might be the side hustle one. I don't know. It probably will be this one. But anyway, so let's calculate all of this.
Plus 1272, 18, plus 133, 84, plus 150, 86, plus 100.
And it's 165688. And this is what I have in my bill account right now. So the math is already mathing, y'all. Oh my goodness. You guys, you guys have to know how happy I am for this math to be mathing, okay? Because I have shed some tears. I have been frustrated. I'm like, what in the world is going on? I don't understand. Help me, Lord, please. I've been on this no spend challenge and it's really helping. So if you have not done a no spend challenge before and you really need to get somewhere financially, I definitely encourage you to do so. I will be inflowing more money to take care of my crazy supplemental tax bill, which is about $6,000 and something. But we only got $1,656.88. So how is your girl gonna pay that? Bessie, I'm gonna share it with you, but once we get there, then we'll talk about it. So first here, what I want to note is that this doesn't come out of here, but I still, you know, for spiritual purposes, want to put that I did give my tithes. I totally believe in giving my tithes and offering. It's definitely important to me, and it has encouraged others to do the same. And let me just give a testimony really quick. You know, God gives back to us when we do pay our tithes, and he has given back to me. Let me tell you, there are supernatural things that happen and are able to happen when we are obedient to his word. Everybody doesn't believe it, but I do. So I'm gonna always continue to put it here just to even encourage those who do believe it, but maybe fall off at times. And then I have mortgage. This mortgage is already transferred over to my mortgage account. All right, so HOA, I'm gonna note HOA twice because HOA is coming up and it will be due again. And HOA will be due on the 1st. And I believe it's $259, but I'm just gonna budget for $280 because, you know, I don't know. I think that's how much it was originally. But since I haven't had a current bill, it's kind of hard for me to see how much it is because I can't get in my account, which doesn't make any sense at all, but whatever. I can't get in my account because I'm past due. So I'm only able to just pay what, you know, I guess somebody who's past due can see. I think that doesn't make sense to me, but whatever. Because it's not like I can do anything in the account but pay my bill. Like I can't, I don't know their logic behind that, but it makes entirely no sense at all. Here I am going to be paying I'm just gonna put the 24th, okay? And I'm putting it in red because this is the part that's past due. So it's $150.86. And actually, whenever I do make a payment, I do have to pay an additional $5 and something cent. So I don't remember how much it is. So this is going to be a little bit more. It's probably going to be like 156 something or 155 something. So I already know that I'm not budgeting this number correctly. I just know this is what I owe left in order to be current. After I am done paying this, your girl will be current and I will be putting this bill on auto pay. And the way that I'm going to be paying it is I'm going to take half of the $254, if that's what it is, and I'm gonna be saving that money per paycheck. So I'm not taking an entire $200 and something out of one paycheck. I'm excited about it. I'm excited about it. Oh my goodness, give me the jazz hands. All right, that's our HOA. Next is internet cable. Put this here, internet and cable. Can I get some jazz hands for the internet and cable? Because our internet and cable has decreased. So before I was paying like $150 something. Now I don't know exactly how much it's going to be. I know that right now I'm going to be budgeting on the higher end. You guys, first of all, let me tell you this. How come y'all didn't tell me to get that Roku a long time ago? Besties, I thought we was here. I hooked up my Roku. You guys, I feel like I have been living under a rock. I was like, you mean to tell me that I have been depriving myself for this long? Listen, honey, that Roku is everything. I cannot wait to take that box back. I'm taking it back today, and that's gonna save me an additional $10. Now, what I do need your help with, if you do have a Roku, I know a lot of you guys were saying that you don't use cable. Like, how can I watch shows like Martin? Those are the ones that I love. What else do I watch? Just some other stuff. So how do I watch those shows? Because I did go onto the Roku channel section, and when I tried to look at, like, for example, Family Feud, it gave me the old Family Feud. Steve Harvey wasn't even on it. So I kind of need some help with that. If you guys can help me in the comments. But let me tell you, I am so happy that I did this. Happy. So my new amount that I pay for internet cable is $132.97, but when I take the box back, it's going to decrease even more by like $11 or $12. This is due on the 1st, and this is on auto pay. So I need to make sure that I indicate everything that's on auto pay. And then next is going to be T-Mobile. And with T-Mobile, this is due on the 1st. This is on auto pay as well. This is $10.37. Now remember, for T-Mobile, my job pays for my phone. This is just me paying for my watch, my Apple Watch. And then next from T-Mobile is ADT. And ADT is $75.72. Well, I remember I said that I was gonna split up the ADT because one is an installment plan for my equipment, and then the other one is for me having the actual service. So I do want to split that up, and I can see it on my expense tracker. So let me go to the expense tracker so I can make sure that I have this right. So one is $12.15. And then the other one, the other bill is $68.52. Okay, and then this came out on, one came out on the 2nd, one came out on the 3rd. I'm just gonna put the 1st, and this is auto paid out of my account. ADT. Now, what I should have been doing is going by the calendar, because this is everything that's going to be coming out before all of this stuff. So let me start using the calendar. So on the 25th, we got 24-hour fitness. And guys, the only reason why I have 24-hour fitness is because my job does reimburse me. This is due on the 25th. They reimburse me every quarter, so I'll be getting that put back into my account, and it'll just wash each other out. I need to actually go because I think I'm gaining weight. And next is Hulu. I hope I don't run out of spaces here. And Hulu is due on the 28th, and this is $14.99. And then next is Solar. Solar is $104.74. Next is SoCal Gas. This is my gas bill, $46.10. And then I have a court debt that is $75. And then I have my Apple credit card. This is $79. This is due on the 30th. And then Netflix, which is $1 million, feels like. So Netflix is, how much is Netflix? I'll get my sheet over here. I don't know why I didn't put it right there. But anyway, Netflix is $15.49. So now we're gonna go over to July. And here I already have my HOA, I have my internet cable, I have T-Mobile down, I have ADT, and then Sirius XM. This is my radio that I have. This is on the 1st, and this is $6.06. And that, this will actually take care of, this will be paid out of this paycheck. My trash bill, I do need to pay on trash. I need to pay $50 on the trash. I do have a schedule that I have for myself for my trash to get that caught up. And that is, sorry, I know I'm flipping these pages. Here's a schedule. So yeah, $50 I am paying. So now let's calculate this to see where we are.
HOA 150.86 plus 280 plus 132.97 plus 1037 plus 1215 plus 68.52 plus 31.99 plus 606 plus $50.
So this is $1078.24. $1078.24. And now we're gonna calculate what's left. So we got 1656.88, and we're gonna subtract 1078.24, and we have remaining 578.64. Now I have to remember that my buffer is what was left over, 133.84 plus 100. So what is that? I think I should have put the buffer here. That's what somebody told me to do. So this buffer of 233.84, yeah, that's what I meant to do. So actually we're gonna go 1078.24 plus 233.84 equals 1312. Ooh, geez, I use whiteout again. Okay. So it's 1312.08, and then that means that the leftover is gonna be different. So 1656.88 minus 1312.08, and that leaves us with 344.80. Ooh, all right, y'all. So now we're going to our variable expenses, and what we have left over is 344.80. Well, actually, let me go back up here to fixed expenses because we need to talk about something serious. All right, besties. So I calculated my supplemental tax bill that I have to pay, and I will give you guys some information about that if you're looking to be a homeowner or if you are looking to purchase a new home. This is what happened to me. I didn't know. I had no idea of this, okay? My supplemental tax bill is $7,152.97. So you may ask, how in the world am I gonna pay this and I only have $1,600 in my bill account? And I definitely don't have that saved because we wouldn't be here. First, I want to give you a little bit of background. I think that everybody should know this, and it is really sad that a lot of us don't. So listen up. I purchased my home as a brand new home. When the land was appraised, it definitely appraised at, I think it was like $20,000 or something like that. And the taxes off of a $20,000 bill, not much. And that's what I paid the first year. Appraised again with the house now built and everything in the house and whatnot. And it appraised for a lot more. Unfortunately, they do not bill you up front. They bill you like a year later. So what happened was I received a check in the mail, being honest, and the check was like $6,000 or something like that. And they told me that I overpaid. So first when I got the check, I'm like, what is this? Why is my mortgage company sending me a check? So I called, like, what is this real? Like, what is this about? And they were like, oh yeah, you overpaid on your taxes and this is your refund. So I'm excited, like, that's what's up. At that time, I was mismanaging my money. I didn't put the money away, nor did I know that they were gonna ask for it back, okay? Like, I didn't know how this whole process worked. I'm a first-time home buyer. Like, nobody told me this. And I didn't have a realtor. You know, whenever you purchase new homes, you sometimes have a realtor and you sometimes don't. The way that I purchased my home, it was like fast. Like, I had to purchase it fast. I had to look, I had to find, I had to purchase because of the situation that I was in. Plus, I wanted the rates, you know, I bought when rates were like really, really good. So the housing, you guys remember, it was crazy. So anyway, I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I cashed the check. I'm living my best life, you know. I'm like popping bottles. No, I'm just playing. I wasn't doing that, but I wasn't being responsible. Okay, that's why we're here. Then, if you guys remember, my mortgage increases about $1,000. And I called like, whoa, y'all tripping, yo. First of all, I thought I was on fixed. And why is my mortgage increasing by so much? They were like, oh, because you didn't have enough money in your escrow account to pay the taxes, and we had to pay the taxes, so we got to bill you for the money. I'm like, what? Why didn't you have enough money in the escrow account? I pay you guys on auto pay. Like, what is that about? They're like, oh, because they didn't even tell me about the appraisal, okay? I still didn't know. I'm like, oh my God, so now I gotta pay them back. So that's why my mortgage had increased. But God blessed me with the money to pay them. And so I paid them for the taxes, right? This is second year, because the way that the escrow account works is you pay your principal, right? And then you pay, like compounded, you pay toward taxes so that your mortgage company can pay your taxes. So I'm like, whatever, you know, I'm gonna deal with it. So I pay it. My mortgage goes back down because now that amount that I owe is gone. And so now I'm paying what I'm supposed to be paying, right? But then I get a supplemental tax bill in the mail. I'm like, whoa. I'm like, wait a minute. My mortgage company tripping. They supposed to be paying my bills. Like, wait a minute. So I call. They're like, oh, yes, you're actually current on your taxes and we've paid your taxes. But what you have is a supplemental tax bill. I'm like, well, what is that? They're like, oh. Then that's when I learned about the whole appraising and all that stuff. And they were like, so when we originally appraised the home, we didn't charge you correctly. And now that it's appraised, you don't just, you got to pay that. So I'm like, ain't this about a... Because when they sent, first of all, I don't remember getting any notices in the mail. And if I did get a notice in the mail, I'm like, oh, they're just sending me a receipt of what my mortgage company is about to pay. So it's fine. I didn't really, pay it any mind. I guess I should have called so I can understand it. So anywho, I hope my hands aren't ashy. But anywho, yeah, so I'm like, okay, whatever. So I'm like, where am I supposed to get this money from? So they're like, oh, you can call your mortgage company, and usually the mortgage company will have the money and then they can just transfer the money over. But the mortgage company didn't have the money because the mortgage company billed me. I mean, they sent me the money. And the money that I was paying back, that wasn't for the supplemental tax. That was for my upcoming. I've been in my house 2 years. That was for the upcoming that they weren't charging me. Because remember, my mortgage dropped, right? So I'm just like, Lord, please be a fence. Like, be a wall, be something. But the Lord said, I'm going to be a door, okay? I'm going to help you. And you still got to figure this out. But maybe you can help somebody else with your story. So I'm like, okay, Lord, I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I call them and they're like, oh, well, you can get on a payment plan. But the payment plan, you could only pay, the payment plan doesn't go forever and ever and ever. They only gave me they'll take the amount and they'll break it up into 6 or 8 payments or something like that. And that's how I'll pay. So I'm like, Lord, I can't do no overtime. What I'm gonna do? What am I gonna do? This is a long story, but I really feel like it's needed. So I'm like, okay, God, I trust you. I trust you. I trust you. I'm a rock with it. I'm a roll with it. And I trust you. I'm still going to give my tithes. I'm still going to be faithful to your word. And, what can I do? If I don't pay the taxes, of course, they're going to put a lien on my house. And then, what that does. It'll be more fees and, it'll just be more of a headache. So I got to figure it out. Season 2, how am I going to pay the $7,000 tax bill with no money? Here's the answer. Let me preface this by saying, I'm not telling you to do this. I'm not telling anybody to do this. This is a disclaimer. I'm not telling you to do this. I'm just sharing what I'm doing, okay? What you guys saw on the thing is that I'm robbing Peter to pay Paul. Because at this point, to me, that's all I can do. That's what I could do at this moment. I thought, and I don't know what else to do. This is the decision that I have made. I am going to borrow against my 401k. I'm going to pay. I don't even have enough because I've been so reckless. I only have $5,000 that I was able to borrow. And then there's going to be an additional $2,000, as we can see here, $2,100, that I will have to break up and make payment arrangements on. But at least I can pay a good chunk of it. So I borrowed $5,000 to go ahead and just take care of that. And then I'm going to have to pay myself back. So I'm robbing myself to pay the tax bill, and then I'm going to pay myself back. That's what I'm going to do. So that's how I am paying my supplemental tax bill with no money. I was going to put the $5,000 here, even though I have that in a separate account that I'm going to just pay it from. I will just put a sticky note here that my supplemental tax bill, I love me a good sticky note, is total $7,152.97. Now, I don't know if there's when I call back, I'm going to ask them if there's any type of fees or, you know, interest that's added onto this, or you know, so I don't know right now. This is the bill. This is how much I'm paying. And then what's left over will be, let's go ahead and calculate what's left over. 715297 minus 5,000. So left over is 2,152.97. I don't know what, once I call and pay and they give me the leftover, then they'll break that up and we'll see how much the payment plan is, and then I'll, you know, deal with it at that time. But for right now, this is what I'm dealing with. You know. It is what it is. I can't get mad, or I can't get, you know, I'm frustrated. Don't get me wrong. I am frustrated, but I mean, I've already cried about it. I definitely cried when I got the notice in the mail. I called and I cried. I called my friends, I cried, and you know. But at the end of the day, I just gotta trust God. At the end of the day, well, at the beginning of the day, I gotta trust God. And then at the end of the day, I gotta trust God and know that He got me. So, anywho, I know that was like a super long story, like super long. Moving on. Usually for groceries, I do take out $150, but I have decreased that to $100. And then I also take out money for toiletries, and I also take out money for household items. And then I also budget for gas, like gasoline. And for toiletries, I usually take out about $30. And then for household, I usually take out about $30. Now my gas has been running me, let's see, I have been tracking my gas, which it's gonna be, let's see, wait, I need to be here. So I can do a realistic about what my gas is. I put 150, but I think it was more than that. So here I have all my gas highlighted. I didn't highlight this one. So let me calculate. There's gonna be another thing that I'm gonna do also, guys. I'm gonna start tracking my expenses per paycheck, because that helps me to know like how much money is coming out of what paycheck. For example, gas. I need to know how much money I need for gas per paycheck, not per month. It's good to know per month, but I need to know per paycheck. I'm gonna start tracking it that way. So right now I'm just gonna say, I think it's like, I'm gonna say 170 for gas. This is an estimate. I'm gonna get it together. I know the last time I was kind of like at the same space where I was like, didn't know how much I spent for gas, but this is the reason why I stated that I'm gonna now start tracking my expenses per paycheck. And the way that that's gonna look is, I have my expense tracker here, and here I'm just gonna put paycheck, and this is 623 paycheck. I'm gonna start tracking this thing. This is a long video, you guys. I'm so sorry. I knew that this was gonna be long because I knew that I wanted to talk about this supplemental tax bill and, you know, tell somebody else about it, because it's, you know, ridiculous. All right, hard work does pay off. Okay, so let's see what we have here, which is probably not enough because we only got $344. What I'm probably gonna do, I do have $100 buffer in my side hustle account, and I'm probably gonna use some of that money to help, because I gotta eat. So 100 plus 30 plus 30 plus 170 for gas is 330. A 330 here. And then So 344.80 minus 330 equals $14.80. I need to let you guys know who won the giveaway. So I said that you had to put a heart if you wanted to enter into the giveaway. So now I'm just gonna click on pick a winner and let's see who's the winner. All right, April Budgets. Congratulations, girl. You are always commenting and I really appreciate you. And your comment said, I'm so proud of you. No matter what, you always come back and prove that you can start over no matter what, with the hearts. So congratulations, April Budgets. If you are following me on Instagram, if you please can go ahead and DM me so that I can get your information and send your gift card over to you immediately. Everybody, let's give April Budgets some jazz hands. Congratulations, girl. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate you. Usually I do save $25 that will be going towards my emergency savings. However, this time I'm not, I mean, there's ain't much. We only got $14.80 that I can possibly save, but that $14.80 is gonna be going toward the buffer of the $233.84. So that should pretty much, this does zero out the budget, which is what I wanted to do every paycheck, and we'll see how this goes. Soon I'll be able to start creating sinking funds, and I'll be able to add to my variable expenses. Usually I put hair down here. I've been racking my brain. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my hair. I'm the girl who has been going to the hair shop since I was in my teenage years. I've tried to do my own hair, just does not work. I've tried to do my own hair in a natural state. All my hair fell out. I've tried so many things, you guys, with my hair. I've tried a lot of DIYs, and for some things it just doesn't work for me. But in this, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna just get my hair washed and wear a wig for like 2 weeks. And then hopefully on the next paycheck, I'm able to get my hair done. I really want some braids. This is our budget. Very eventful budget, right? But we have some definite wins. And the wins are, we're paying off the HOA. We're able to put the HOA on auto pay. We are paying a large amount toward the supplemental tax bill. We now have a buffer in the account and in the bill account. We did get paid from YouTube, and that was able to help and assist with some of these things. We're paying $50 towards our trash. I mean, we're doing pretty good. We are counting our blessings and we are naming them one by one. I've made it to the end of the video. You can leave me some jazz hands in the comments because we had a lot of jazz hands moments, okay? So that's where the thing looks like this. I'm thinking those are jazz hands. I don't even know what that is, but, or it could be the prayer hands, you know, prayer, jazz hands, whatever. But if you've made it this far, I just want to know. So you can let me know that you have been hanging out with me. So yeah, leave some jazz hands in the comments or the praise hands. And I will see you guys in the next video. Go be great. Peace out.